Show them that bag. Congratulations.
Yay!
I'm far more honored than I was going to think. No, in all seriousness, I did not expect this part. The cutesy over the top for you, absolutely. I did not expect all of that. I am truly honored. So good Sunday morning. It is Shujin Triple. It is Sunday the 12th of July, 2015. And just like I did for Furnal Equinox earlier this year, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a walkthrough of ANTHROCON. For those of you that have never been through one of my walkthroughs so far, I hope that I don't bore you. I hope that I don't bore you. I'm sorry. I'm running on a really, really heavy-duty sleep dip right now. But I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that I'm not too boring. We're going to start you off over here with the Westin. The Con Hotel has been going on for quite a while, and as I pan up, it is a pretty impressive looking structure. The best part of it is, right in the middle there, is our flag. Modeled off of the flag for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the yellow and black. When we're in town, they fly that one proudly up there for us. I can see it too. So from here, I'm going to take a swing on over to one of the more famous eateries over here for Fernando's. I'll tell you a little bit about it, get you to meet some of the folks, and see about getting you a walkthrough of some of the rest of the con area. Welcome to 2015 of ANTHROCON. I love this place. We have now made it down just a little way down Liberty Street, and we're at our first stop for today. This is the much famous Fernando's, or Furryland as it becomes known during ANTHROCON's week. And it feels like it's more like a week. Fernando's was owned by Fernando de Carvalho, who was the proprietor here. He became of legendary status when some folks who were partying up a little bit too hard, shall we say, decided they were going to accost some of the furries in his establishment. The short version of the story is that he basically chased them out, he shushed them out, got rid of them, and in a drunken stupor or whatever the heck it was, I'm pretty sure that's how it was, one of the accosters, sure. One of the drunken revelers threw a brick at Fernando. Gave him a gash on his forehead over here. And ever since then, he has been an unofficial family. Actually, official family. He is currently down in South America, I believe it is, on a pilgrimage. And we all wish him well. He's an exceptionally nice guy. Miss him up here. Fernando, if you're getting to see this, stay safe. Can't wait to see you back. But at the same time, let's go in and show you a little bit of ANTHROCON's history. So then Fernando's at this point, and if it's a little bit off, I apologize. I'm shooting backwards because I need to turn it around for a second. But since we're over in here, breakfast menu is up. I'll give you guys a quick look-see of what it is. Get a couple of pictures.
Southwest burrito.
That one's going to be mine. So, first off, the staff over here.
No, this is a quesadilla. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, hon. It's coming out.
These are some of the guys that have come on many an occasion. You are?
Robin.
And how long have you been working at Fernando's here when we are in town?
Did you get your cup already?
This is my second ANTHROCON.
Okay. And have you enjoyed the heck out of having us come in?
I love you guys. You guys are just fun, and you just keep us going every day, keep us busy. We love you guys.
And did you get the chance to meet Fernando before he went down for his pilgrimage?
Yes, he was here yesterday.
He was. I did not know he was in town.
He was here yesterday.
I will not release this until well past this point. Is he back on a permanent basis or just vacation, so to speak?
No, he is missionary, so he's in and out all the time.
And as tough as it is running almost nonstop while we're in town. All right, I'll ask you to play favorites. Who's the best fans? Who's the best fans?
Who's the best fan?
Well, I mean, let's face it. You get us. You got the G8, G20, whatever the heck that was a couple of years ago.
Right.
You've got the ball team. For here, please. You've got the hockey. Who comes in? Who's nice to you?
We adore them. They come in, they're so fun, and they're themselves. They don't have to pretend to be anybody else. So it's just it's real.
Beautiful. You have yourself a great year when I don't see you, and thank you so much.
I'll be here next year.
I hope so. Okay, as we're about to leave Fernando's, I want to make a point out of something for you guys. Over here at the soda fountain, you notice something a little bit on the different side. These are straws. Extra long straws. Triply long straws, specifically for the fursuiters. Because you don't have your face right in front of the face of it all. In order to get liquid in there, you need one of these. And no, they're not just for water anymore. So you come on along with me, oops, that's good. Right over by the ledge, that was good, sorry about that. So, we're gonna head on out. We're going to take a swing over to Con Space, and I'm gonna show you guys what Con Space really looks like. So that's going to include the dealer's den, the artist alley, and a little bit of the zoo as well, at least the new zoo. And before we get out of here, goodbye everybody. We'll see you a little bit later.
Bye.
Take care, and thank you guys so very much.
2 pepperoni slices.
Ah, yes. One item I almost forgot about. Up here on the board, one of the last of the special badges that everybody put together for themselves in 2012. My good buddy Joey, there is your badge. It is still there.
Thank you, hon.
FernandoCon was fun as hell. Right before I get over to Con Space proper, because as you saw just a couple of seconds ago, where I've stopped is at the corner of 10th Street and Penn Avenue. The reason for it is this picture. Now, if you haven't yet seen this picture is a freaking amazing. This was the scene of the furry parade outside. The first time that they'd done it outside, and it was mobbed. ANTHROCON has traditionally been about, a little bit more, a little bit less, usually a little bit more at this point, 5,000 attendees. 15-20% of whom are fursuiters. So the official word this year was 1,640 fursuits. And what you see here is the scene here at this corner. They blocked off traffic, they invited the public out, and it was a mob scene. It was wonderful. Now, the ANTHROCON Facebook page did put out this picture over here, and that's the newspaper. I'm going to see if I can get a copy of the newspaper. I don't know that I will, but we'll see. If nothing else, if I can find the online version, I will link to that for you. But it was great. It was great. You know what? While we got an opportunity over here, really quickly, a Fur on the Street interview. Sir, you are Seth Avery according to your badge.
Yep.
Where are you from?
Struthers, Ohio.
Not too far.
Not too far.
So, and were you in the parade yesterday?
No, I was not actually.
Going?
Don't have enough fursuit pieces. You gotta have gloves too.
Did you at least get to see the madhouse out here?
Oh yes, it was quite crazy.
And had a good time?
Yeah, pretty great.
Cool. Have a safe trip home, man. Thanks. So now that we've crossed the street, I'm gonna go ahead and take us down over into con space. And I don't know how to hold this damn thing. Can you tell I don't know how to take video with this all the time? Alrighty, we'll make our way over to con space. I will see about taking you through, like I said, the dealer's den and Artist Alley, and I'll get you to meet a couple of people that I know who are great people. Okay guys, back with you for a moment. I wanted to show you something. As you just saw from the speed up, I'm just underneath the overhang here, the breezeway, I guess is the right word for ANTHROCON. And the spot that I am now is, well, remember the picture I just showed you over here a couple of moments ago? Let's see if I can actually make this work. Magic of post-editing, I love it. So I guess you could say I'm down from that picture, just underneath the overhang. And the area from this picture is just behind me over here. I know it's a little blown out, I'm sorry, but right over my shoulder here is this. And where they came from was all the way down here on this walkway behind me, all the way from here. The plan was that they were going to go from here all the way back this way, down around through that semicircle, and then all the way down the opposite side and go in. Some of them stayed outside for a little while. Some of them decided, we're going to go back now that we're done. And it was great. Like I said, the estimation is about 5,000 people. Not too shabby. Let's go and make the rest of the way over to con space. Now just off of the escalator, and when you first come up, as you saw just a couple of seconds ago, that's the view that you first see when you come up here. The front paneling, once you come up, is all glass, and you get to see it in all its glory. And I'm going to show you, actually, I will put the video right over here on my shoulder, at least just off of it, to show you what it looks like. I'm going to kind of go all the way from one end to the other. It's really cool to be able to see Pittsburgh like this. It's a great view of the river, or one of the rivers, because there's several of them. But the train trestle and the car bridge is over here, and the baseball field, and so many of the big companies that are down here. And you know, I haven't mentioned it before, but Pittsburgh is what's been referred to as a rust state. A rust city. When the steel mills petered out and whatnot, they kind of had a hard time trying to figure out what they were going to do economically, but they've managed to do very well for themselves. And with any luck, Buffalo can do the same. So, now that video is over, let me take you down over into the dealer's room and introduce you to a few people. Like I said, maybe the chicken will be available. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, okay. So I made it over just outside of the dealer's room, and I know, I said I was going to go there first. You know what? Screw it. I came over here, and I suddenly remembered we've got the first thing over here, which is the first line of defense, if you will, of making sure that the people who are supposed to be here actually get in, which is registrations. I got Justin over here, who your actual title for them over here is what?
I am the Director of Registration for ANTHROCON.
Okay.
My job and responsibility is to make sure that people get registered for the convention. Every single badge that is printed goes through me. We have a team of very talented staff who I can't give enough thanks and praise for all of their hard work. They sacrifice many hours out of their day to make sure that this con functions. Everything that we do basically goes through us first. We get their badges, they are sent on their way, and people start to have a good time, and we're really happy for everything.
All right. Now, being that you're the head, you don't get to see as much of the con as everybody does. You are here as official and not as a guest. Were you a guest of AC before coming over to do this, or did you come over from a different con to be in this capacity?
I have been to many different conventions.
Cool.
I have been now to 100 different conventions of all kinds. I've been to comic conventions, I've been to anime conventions, automotive conventions, electronics, gaming, you name it, I've been there. My first ANTHROCON, believe it or not, was 2006. I am the only director of the board's ANTHROCON for... I can't get my words out today. When I started ANTHROCON, I was in 2006. I was a volunteer. And I volunteered about 30 hours for the registration department. I got an email from the director at the time, Benny, who said, "Hey, do you want to become staff?" And I said, "Yes, I'll become staff." And then,
Okay. And no, wait a second. 30 hours over the course of 3-4 days?
yes.
Now, put that in perspective. How much do you work on your weekends? And he's doing it because he wanted to.
Out of the entire con, I may get to see 4 panels, if that. A lot of other attendees get to see maybe like a dozen panels. So I sacrifice a lot of time out of my day to make sure that we get stuff done.
And how much does he get paid? Take your bets now. Spin the wheel. What is it? You're wrong. How much?
I don't get paid anything to do this. This is completely voluntary. So
That's one of the things that you will hear from a lot of con staffers. You're just doing because you just want to make it a good place.
yes, we do, and we really appreciate all of our attendees because without you, we wouldn't have a convention.
And because he's got it, and I mentioned about it, he has got 2 pieces of weird things. He's got a badge over here from Freddy Fazbear's Entertainment Group.
Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah.
And the 6 a.m. button.
Yeah. This is the premier badge. This is both a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Curse.
Yes. All right.
And
Thank you
it's a
all for
great
coming to ANTHROCON.
Thanks, man. I appreciate your time. Have a good morning.
All right.
And you, Sky, really quickly, I know you. You know me.
Oh, yeah.
We know each other for
Good long
Jesus,
while.
4 years, probably more like 5, I think.
I think it's more than 5, actually.
Okay. Now, the reason why I know him is because he still has
Retired.
retired one of the more famous fursuits. And if I can find, shoot a second, for about 5 seconds, let me put up a picture of what his suit used to look like. Through the magic of editing, it's going to go up right here. Wait. Damn it. Fine, like this. Close enough. Or, of course, we could do this one also. I'll make sure I get both of them so that it's actually a full cover. But this is the gentleman who was, and may one day again be, because, forever is a long time ago, Cryo. Which suit do you have currently? Is this one? I did not see that one as yet. Okay. It is an avian style. It is. I'll see about getting a full picture to put over in here in a couple of seconds for you guys. But Cryo Wolf, very, very famous suit because it was just so well put together. It was shiny. It had the lights and everything, and you got mobbed all the time. It was always fun to get to see you. I don't even remember the first time I got to see you because it's been several years now, but it was always a stark contrast to everybody else's because Cryo, as you'll see in the picture in a couple of seconds, basically looked like he was armored, and that was kind of the point of it all. So now that you are Staff, you poor schmuck.
Oh,
wait, is that Staff? No, it's Stuff. See, I looked too closely. It says Stuff instead of Staff, which is great. So, but you've got an earpiece, which means you are actually Staff. What is it that you're doing?
Did you sleep? I basically go around and make sure everybody has everything.
You're the gopher.
Well, no, not necessarily. I have other people to do that for me.
All right, so you're not exactly.
But I make sure that the convention has all its stuff in its right location where it needs to be, and make sure that they pretty much have everything.
Okay. Now, since you have been a suitor, still are a suitor, were you fortunate enough to get out for the parade yesterday?
Unfortunately, no. I did have to go and do a little bit of work, and I didn't trust my suit in the environment. It's still brand new. The armor that's on it is not up to the quality that I would like, so I didn't want to chance it. But I do have a contact that I'm getting through to get it a little bit more sturdier, and hopefully next year when we do this again, we'll be in there that one.
Very cool. But you did get to see the Twitter explosion that
Yes,
happened.
I did. Yes.
Okay. Now, I need to be real close on this one because.
Okay.
Was that not magnificent?
That
was amazing.
To quote Uncle Kage, oh dear God, what have I done?
With any luck, we will see Kage as we go by. I won't be able to talk to him, but we'll at least be able to go, oh, hi!
Hi, yeah. He's chicken with his head cut off.
Speaking of which, I may get to see the chicken. I got a video with him earlier, but...
He will probably most likely be in the charity show. So that is some place to look for.
We will see how this plays out. All right. Meantime, I am Shujin. You are...
Kyle now.
Kyle now it is. Kyle now is a rather unusual name, kind of like Ford.
It's just Kyle.
Perfect. Oh.
Skyrender. Not Kyle. No,
whatever. The late Arthur... kind of trying to remember. I'm so tired I can't remember the line. The late Arthur Dent. The late Arthur Dent. Whatever the hell it is. You know what? He's dead now. It doesn't matter. He's not going to sue me. Screw it. So we're going to go inside the dealer's lounge, the dealer's den, and Artist Alley, and see a couple folks, and introduce you to some of the artists that you already saw from Furnal Equinox, but they still like me for some bizarre reason. They're Canadians.
They don't count.
No. So, a couple more seconds, and we will move on. Cue the high-speed... no. Can't do the high-speed montage. Suit pictures first.
Oh, darn it.
Amazing how that works. No. I'm gonna get the picture from you. I'm gonna drop it in, and then I'm gonna edit us back out because editing. I can do it.
Edit.
It'll work. It'll be good. So, high-speed montage to get inside, and then with any luck, they won't accost me on the way in. I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah.
One more moment.